My nephew sent me an email and we got to talk about it. So if you're new to credit cards, you absolutely need to follow the guidance in this video. And you need to follow this guidance today, not tomorrow, today. You need to own the Capital One SavorOne, the Charles Schwab Investor Card, and the bilt Mastercard. A couple weeks ago, I released this no-fee travel credit card video. And that's because there's absolutely no reason that newbies to credit should ever have to pay annual fees. No fees, no capes.
No capes.
Guys, banks should be paying you, not the other way around. And as much as I love credit cards, I need to repeat what I continue to preach on this channel. Banks are evil. They were evil yesterday, they're evil today, and they will continue to be evil tomorrow. I'm not kidding. They will bleed you dry no matter how friendly they are and no matter how outstanding their customer service is. But I will teach you how to win. Sure, I pay tons of credit card fees myself, but I'm an advanced traveler. I own tons of credit cards, but I play the game to win. I will give you the simple strategy to beat the banks at their game. For those new to the channel, I'm Richard Debs from R2 Travel Rewards, and I'm an avid traveler. If you're watching this, then I've piqued your interest and you're interested to know how to beat the banks at their own game. Now let me tell you how you're going to go up against the banks and win. You're going to pretend that you're playing their game, following the rules, opening credit cards. Specifically these ones, the Capital One SavorOne, the American Express Schwab Investor Card, and the bilt Mastercard. All these cards have a $0 annual fee. However, we are not actually going to play by their rules. Banks have run their numbers and they're betting that many of you are going to carry a balance. And therefore, you're going to pay interest and some of you are going to pay late fees. Folks, wake up. They have skilled analysts running the numbers and they're betting that you're going to fail and that you're not going to pay your statement in full each month. Have you realized that they're constantly trying to normalize that it's okay to carry a balance? You need to reject that notion immediately. I can't say this enough. Always pay your statement balance in full each month. If you can't pay that off, then you're failing. And banks love you because you're making them rich. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just sharing the reality of what the banks are betting on. Some of you might see me jetting off to interesting locations, but it's important to understand that I understand the game and I'm playing to win. There are many levels to this game, but you can't seek to level up until you understand how the game works. You must be able to separate the possible from the reality. So in a recent video, I showed what's possible to earn with the American Express Gold Card, but then I actually showed what reality looks like. Once you layer on the expensive cards like the American Express Platinum Card or the Brilliant Card, leveling up too quickly can become costly. This video was motivated by my nephew sending me this screenshot from Chase. And he followed it up with, "Which one should I get?" And I quickly responded with none. Absolutely none. Don't you dare accept any of those cards. So the backstory is that when he went off to college, I recommended that he set up a Chase account. But that's only after I had surveyed the landscape and recognized that Chase has an overwhelming footprint around his campus. You all know that I'm not a big fan of Chase, but I recommend it whenever it makes sense. I'm capable of separating my emotional response or reaction to Chase in favor of getting the best value possible. But I draw the line with him starting off his credit card journey with Chase cards. Capital One and bilt should always be in front of Chase whenever you're starting off your credit card journey. Trust me, other YouTubers are going to come around to this fact no matter how much they love Chase and Hyatt. Some folks are just hesitant to buck the trend. It's like saying, I don't know, Trump won the debate when we all know that Kamala kicked his ass.
Le who? The her.
It doesn't matter where you stand politically, but facts are facts, guys. Is this guy about to talk politics? He clearly doesn't want to grow his channel. So with that in mind, let's talk about playing to win with these three cards. First up, the SavorOne. I'm a firm believer that the Capital One SavorOne is the perfect card to begin your credit card journey. Why not a Chase Freedom card? So imagine You're a college student going on spring break abroad with your college buddies, only to return home noticing that you have a ton of foreign transaction fees on your credit card statement. That's because you started off your credit card journey with a Chase Freedom Card. I certainly wouldn't be recommending leveling up and using a $95 Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. The correct answer is the Capital One SavorOne. The Capital One SavorOne is the perfect candidate for the college student or that person new to credit, as it covers groceries, dining, streaming, and entertainment, all while earning 3% cashback on all purchases in these categories. Additionally, I've instructed my nephew not to redeem the cashback earned on the SavorOne until he's ready to take the next step. He's to let it grow and let it build. However, the fact that he sent me that email tells me that he's ready for step 2. So listen up, newbies. This is a new one. Once you've amassed a couple $100s in cash back in your SavorOne account, you should then request a check be deposited into your bank account. Hold on. Now that you have the funds in your bank account, here's the next step. Number 2, the Schwab Investor Card by American Express. I wholeheartedly recommend this card, and I'm about to break it down for you. In order to apply for the Schwab Investor Card, hop on to schwab.com and open up an individual brokerage account. It only takes 5 minutes, and remember, you don't need to be a baller to open up a brokerage account. In this use case here, we're only talking about $200. Once your brokerage account is set up, link your bank account to your new brokerage account so that you may begin funding it, ideally monthly. Now that the two accounts are linked up, go ahead and transfer the $200 over to your brokerage account. Now you're ready to apply for the Schwab Investor Card by American Express. The card earns 1.5% cashback on all spend, and all the cashback earned on this card is automatically routed to your Schwab account. So guys, every time you swipe your card, 1.5% of whatever you just purchased is sent over to your Schwab account. So my guidance here is don't accept a 1.5% cashback Chase Freedom Card. Every young person or newbie to credit should instead apply for the 1.5% cashback Schwab Investor Card. So to be clear, I don't give financial advice because that's not my area of expertise. I'm in tech, and my financial portfolio is littered with tech stocks because that's what I know. And additionally, don't mistake this video as an endorsement for any particular investment vehicle. What I will say is that every young person should open up an investment account. The sooner you begin investing, the sooner you're on your way to creating a solid financial future. And the Schwab Investor Card is a great way to get started. You would use this card as your catch-all card. So that means that when you're not using your SavorOne card for groceries, dining, streaming, and entertainment, you'll use this card to make all your purchases. As stated, the cashback automatically shows up into your Schwab account. And if the cash is there, then you're just a couple clicks away from trading. I personally use the Schwab Investor Card. And some of you might be wondering why I'm not using the American Express Schwab Platinum Card. It's precisely because I'm a traveler that I'm not using the Schwab Platinum Card. It's very simple. All the points I earn across all my cards are earmarked towards travel. I make no bones about it. I can't fathom transferring my American Express MR points into my Schwab account. However, when I want to make sure that the rewards earned on my spending is invested, I then use my Schwab Investor Card. So guys, just imagine being in college and all the cash back earned on your Schwab Investor Card automatically shows up in your Schwab account to be invested. That's a baller move for you young guns. I wish I had that guidance when I was in college. You most likely won't have high spend, but you're building that investor muscle, which is crucial. So ignore the 1.5% cashback Chase Freedom Unlimited card and acquire the 1.5% cashback Schwab Investment Card. And disclaimer, when you're ready to trade, chat with your parents or someone you trust, or watch any of the thousands of videos here on YouTube on this subject. And now to the final card, the Bilt Mastercard. As a resident Bilt expert here on YouTube, all I will say is that if you pay rent, just get this card. Don't ask any questions, just get this card. There's nothing more to be said. I have a large collection of Bilt videos on this channel, so have at it. and you'll quickly learn why it's difficult for me to make a video and not talk about this card. But seriously, I'm happy to answer any of your questions regarding the bilt card in the comments. So here's a summary of the 4 steps that you must take. Acquire all 3 no annual fee cards, and you'll be winning step 1, which is to avoid paying annual fees at all costs. Step 2, deposit all the cashback earned from your SavorOne into your Schwab account. And you'll be winning at step 2 because you'll be funding your investment account. Step 3, use your Schwab investor card on all purchases not made on your SavorOne card. Again, you'll be winning because you're continuing to fund your investment account. And lastly, using the bilt card as your rent card continues to be the easiest advice that I can provide to anyone. Just let those bilt points grow, and soon you'll have enough points to get a couple free nights at a Hyatt when you head out for spring break. If you can crush it in these 4 simple steps consistently, you'll be beating the banks at their game by having them pay you instead of you paying them. Just remember, banks are evil. They were evil yesterday, they're evil today, and they will continue to be evil tomorrow. Thanks for watching until the end. Since you've gotten this far, it only makes sense to like, share, and subscribe to this channel to help give it some visibility. As always, take care and be good to each other.